Hi, welcome to G-Spot. This quick review of the, as promised, of the Nikon 18-300, what I call super zoom, travel zoom, whatever you want to call it, lens. I haven't got it here, as you can see, but I have had a play of it, and I will throw up some pictures in a second that I've taken using the lens. I tried it on the Nikon D50-100 because the plan was to get one possibly for my other half on her Nikon D50-100 with some interesting results. Firstly, the physical size of the thing is huge compared to the 18-200 or even the 70 to 300 or the 55-200. It's a real big, heavy, nice piece of glass. Quality looks really nice, along the lines of the 18-200, if not better. But it did dwarf the Nikon D50-100, and therefore I would say it will dwarf the 3000, the 3100, the 3200, all of those sort of size bodies. Absolutely fine on the D7000 or any full frame, looked fine, but it did look a bit big on the little D50-100. So I've taken some shots at various stages in the zoom range, but first of all I want to talk about who this camera is for. Now, if it's for your person that just wants one lens to travel around with and doesn't want to change lens, then yes, it fits the bill. However, you are going to need to do some post-processing with a good piece of software like Lightroom, because of this bowing effect that you get at 18mm. On the zoom end, I don't see any problems at all. But when you're taking shots at 18mm, there is this awful bow, and it is bad. Now, it can easily be sorted in post-processing, but is the sort of person that travels around and doesn't want to bother messing around with lenses, is that the sort of person that's going to post-process their photos in something like Lightroom? That's not for me to say. My other half certainly won't, because she puts her pictures straight onto her iPad and then uploads some and whatever, but essentially she doesn't do any post-processing at all. So as a lens for her, it's a no-no. So I then started looking at other lenses, and I have found a lens which for her I think will be much more useful, and that's the Tamron 18-270. It's about half the size, third of the price, and it's a nice little lens, so I'm going to have a look at that later on. So anyway, back to the 18-300. The long the long range on a DX 1.5 crop factor body is phenomenal. So what I'll do is I'll put up the first picture now. Okay, so here we have it at the 18mm end. You look at the straight lines, you can see some issues. So each picture gradually zooms in, and you think it's going to stop, and it keeps going, and it is amazing. That 300mm end is phenomenal. And zooming in slightly, you still get that bone effect there, not so bad. That's okay. Getting closer. And that zoomed right in. Okay, if you can on this, look at the iPad in the picture, and there you'll see the percentage battery sign. So if you go back and look at that. So if you're into taking photos of buildings and scenery like with lots of straight edges, there might be some issues for you at that 18mm. As soon as you get past that, the problem goes away very quickly. It's not a major problem, but I think you need to try it and do what I did. Go into the shop, try it on your body, and use your SD card, and then look at the pictures after and see what you think. But the fact that it's 3.5 to 5.6, no issues with that. That's normal for that sort of range. But now I get to the nasty bit. It's 900 quid or 849 pound. I think you might be able to get it for. So you can get it for in a little while, perhaps 800 pound. You're looking at you're in the realms of, you know, f2.8 lenses from Tamron and Sigma. Yeah, you won't get a Nikon 70-200 for that price, but you can get some fantastic lenses for less money, which in my opinion would be a better option than just having the range. If you just want the range and you want that 300 or 450mm on the crop factor, then yeah, absolutely fine. So, you know, as I've said before, you pays your money, you takes your chance. Personally, for me, it's not a lens I would even entertain. For my other half, after looking at it, it's not a lens I would even entertain for her. You know, the 18-200 I think is still a good buy, and probably you might find more second-hand ones, because I think a lot of people will swap the 18-200 for the 18-300. In which case I think the 18-200 as a second-hand buy, I think that's probably the way I'll go for my other half, or the Tamron 18-270 as another option. So I'm sorry I haven't got one here, but you know, I was thinking about buying one, but definitely after using it, it's a no for me. So nothing wrong with the quality or anything like that, it's just not for us, not for what we want. So have a look at the pictures that I've thrown up during this, and see what you think. I mean, as I've said, the range on that is phenomenal, it's great, but other than that, not for me, but as I say, it might be for you. Hope this helps. Please subscribe. Any comments, leave them below. Cheers, bye.